I never fully understood how the body heats up when it's cold outside. More specifically, I forgot what organs and chemicals were involved. After research, I feel confident that I know how it works. To put it into perspective, I'm going to compare the human thermoregulation and the household AC. The heater is not as accurate as the household AC because of the components involved. So, okay, so when the house gets too hot, the sensors in the wall near the thermostat send signals to the thermostat of how hot it is. The sensors in the wall are like the skin receptors that detect heat and cold. The thermostat monitors and regulates the air temperature. So, right here is the thermostat, and the wall around it is like the skin receptors. Okay. The thermostat monitors and regulates the air temperature. The hypothalamus is represented by the thermostat. The hypothalamus does this with body temperature, except for heating it up. The hypothalamus releases TRH, thyroid releasing hormone. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Okay, so here's hypothalamus, pituitary gland's right around here. Here's the thyroid gland. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so the hypothalamus releases TRH, which is sent to the pituitary gland by primary capillaries through the hypophyseal portal system to the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, and let me switch real quick. The thermostat sends signals through wiring. The wiring represents the hypophyseal portal system, I guess, in the walls to the air conditioning unit. Within the unit, there is an expansion valve, which represents the anterior pituitary gland of the body. So there's the unit. There's the air conditioning unit. Thermostat right there sends signals to the air conditioning unit. Okay, cool. The expansion valve represents the anterior pituitary gland because it monitors liquid refrigerant from moving into the evaporator. And the evaporator represents the thyroid gland. And the refrigerant represents TSH. So when the thyroid, So when the hypothalamus releases TRH, thyroid releasing hormone, the pituitary gland releases TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, which is sent down to the thyroid gland. Alright, so the thyroid gland then releases T3 and T4. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. The thyroid gland is represented by the evaporator. So when the refrigerant, which is represented by TSH, is sent to the evaporator, the cool air that is created is represented by T3 and T4. T3 and T4, which stand for thyroxine and triiodothyronine. Don't ask me to repeat that twice. Okay. And T3 and T4 represent the cool air, which is released by the evaporator. And the bloodstream, I guess, represent the air vents. So whenever the fan pushes the air cool air into the vents. The air represents the blood, and the vents represents the veins. And so once T3 and T4 is released, there's the metabolic rate of all cells increase, which also increases the amount of oxygen intake, which in turn heats the body. So the body heating up is thermoregulation, I guess. So the body heating up could represent the house being cooled down. It's kind of ironic, but it's the same concept. Okay, thank you.